Hi, I'm Jack. This video is going to be about synchronicity and why synchronicity happens and what it might be trying to tell you about the nature of reality and the nature of yourself. Synchronicity is when you experience something that could be called a coincidence, but when you experience the coincidence, you know that there is a truth to it that is beyond chance. The example that Carl Jung uses is if you just randomly see a fish in a painting and then you eat fish for lunch, and then you walk past a river and you see a fish on the way home, that's just a coincidence. But if when you see the fish the first time in the painting, you know that there's something bigger than yourself kind of communicating to you through that symbol, and then you see it again when you have lunch, and again you know that the universe is communicating to you through that symbol, and you start to get a message, and there's some symbology that's playing out. And then you see it again on the way home and you're convinced now. It's been confirmed to you. The universe was communicating to you through these symbols. That's synchronicity. So the experience of coincidence comes when you essentially don't believe that we are one interconnected reality. But the experience of synchronicity comes when you recognize that we are one interconnected reality and that there's more to you than your human self. Now, synchronicity is one of the most fantastic things in life. It shows you just how wonderful creation really is and just how amazing life can be. Now, synchronicity can come through in many forms. And again, what's important is not the coincidence, it's the resonance that you feel when this event comes through. Synchronicity can come through the form of clicking on a video on YouTube, not being sure why you're watching it, and then hearing from someone who is saying something that resonates with you, and you might feel compelled to keep listening. Well, what I have to share with you is that I've been working on creative projects for a long time now, and it's time to bring on some collaborators. So if you're someone on a spiritual path, maybe you're beginning your journey, maybe you're a seasoned veteran, I want to speak to you. I want to hear about your creative interests, your talents, your passions, and I want to see if just maybe the universe is trying to put some of us together in the same place at the same time so that we can connect and collaborate on projects together. After all, we're not actually separate entities. We are all the same universe experiencing itself from different perspectives. And when I try and create art, I try not to create it from this pre-established idea of what Jack wants to say or what Jack wants to express. I try and honor the impersonal will of the universe. And what I've experienced time and time and time again is when I work with collaborators, it's like I get my half of what we're working on and they get the other half. And it's almost like I was unable to complete certain projects without the other half, without the other pieces of the puzzle. And this is something that's happening across the collective more broadly. You're seeing spiritual service really starting to pop off. And again, it's another way for the universe to really embed collaboration and cooperation into this ascension process, rather than just going on a very isolated 40-year, multiple decade journey of meditation in a cave. You go to a lot of spiritual practitioners, you learn something different from each of them, you benefit from that process, you expand, and they also get energetically supported. It's a pretty cool system. So collaboration and cooperation is very critical at this time. And synchronicity is the way in which the universe is kind of going to get the band back together, so to speak. And that's such a good way to put it, because we are all the one source consciousness. And we do have different souls, different higher selves. And in between lifetimes, we kind of hang out and we make certain plans together. And we arrange that we're going to be not spiritual for a certain part of our lifetime. We're going to have our awakening at roughly this period. We have these projects that we need to pursue, these contributions that we need to make, lessons we need to learn, struggles, trials, tribulations, celebration, jubilation, success, right? So I get the sense that there are a few of you out there who will listen to this whenever you end up seeing the video, and something will resonate in you and you'll feel like, yep, okay, there's something going on here. I want to get in touch. So email me at jackdavis@starsight.live and let me know who you are and what you're about. If you're creatively minded person in any capacity, musician, writer, I don't really mind what it is. We'll work out what it is and we'll go from there. Music is definitely the medium that's coming through for me most strongly at this time. I can only do so much year by year. I'm sure if I look back at this channel in 10 years, I probably will have expanded out of that particular medium. But for now, music is my focus. And it's really cool to work with people who have different influences. We all have our own influences, different styles. And yeah, I'm excited to meet you and work with you. Beyond that, I'm also offering free sessions for any new clients where we do general guidance. There might be an overlap here. You might want to collaborate creatively and get a free session. That sounds great. And I also channel the Akashic Records for you. So if you're in a point where you don't have complete clarity on what's being asked of you and what you can contribute, sick, I'll read the Akashic Records for you and we'll get a much better sense of what's going on there. Awesome. I'm going to leave this video here and trust that it found the people that it needed to. Until next time, this is Jack Davis. This is STARSIGHT. STARSIGHT is the universe experiencing itself. We're all made of stars. Thank you.